Tournament on the SEC Network, presented by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet. It is the first full day of tournament play, and yes, there are more dogs, and yes, there will be more great softball. Two of the great programs in the nation, Alabama and LSU, oozing with tradition. Kickoff day 2 here in Auburn. In May. And Patrick Murphy's hoping they'll do so again. They start the game with a leadoff walk on 5 pitches for Cahalan. On base percentage, more power this year with a career high 6 home runs. She'll bat third. She's on deck for Patrick Murphy's Crimson Tide. Pruitt with a little squibber. Macy Badger on the catcher, does not have a play. Pruitt puts it in play for an infield hit. Gets a big smile from Caleb Rowe, the first base coach, and the Madison Manning way in at third, the young LSU third baseman. As Johnson squares again, gets it down, back to the pitcher Berzon, a sacrifice bunt. Second and third, 1 out. Alabama effectively using the ground here in the
on the edges and so good at pinpointing her spots.
Hevlin, left center field, that's down, and that gets to the wall to drive in the first 2. Alabama touches up the All-American Berzon in just 4 batters. Callie Hevlin with a 2-run 2-bagger.
Callie Hevlin gets out and around this curveball. Little bit of an off-speed pitch as well, but man, she barrels it up to left center field. Alabama wasting absolutely no time. Callie Hevlin stepping up for her team, the junior, putting Alabama.
There's a ground ball to the right side. Abby Dukeshire. Hevlin goes to third on out number 2. Well, Callie Hevlin drives in the first 2 today, and she's at third as Bailey Dowling grounds one to Taylor Pleasance. They're 14-0 in scoring first. The Crimson Tide, they debut at the top of the card. The 6th leadoff hitter for Beth Torina this year. And down she goes on 3 hard pitches. Kayla with a K to start the game.
To throw this drop ball right at the back foot of left-handed hitters. Well spotted, worked ahead against Sierra Daniel. And when you look at the swing.
530 victories of the Tigers. On the ground to second, Callie Hevlin throws out Briggs as Beaver battles back from 3-0 down to get the out. Going 18 of their 24 conference games. Ripped through the right side, a base hit. Mackenzie Rudity is the first base runner for LSU.
Got that inside pitch at all different levels.
Raylene Gutierrez to the right side. Emma Broadfoot gets it at first. And Kayla Beaver has a shutdown first.
Experience playing in the SEC, they also feel the expectations and pressure.
Strike 3 called. Sydney Berzon over the outside edge.
In between innings, going over to Beth Torina and talking about it.
It's a good start to her second inning. She punches out Broadfoot and Valentine back to back.
And she'll be at times in some close games where she pitched well.
White pops one up to Pleasance. It's a 1-2-3 second for Berzon, and Taylor Pleasance will lead off in the LSU second. 2 total in the league with a couple of home runs. And she strikes out here. So Beaver down and away picks up another leadoff strikeout.
Catch last year, and so still put up those big offensive numbers despite playing a different position.
Only her 10th strikeout of the year. She is frozen. Badger on to third. Backs up Dowling. The long throw is there. Perfect second inning for Kayla Beaver in a 2-0 Bama lead.
Patrick Murphy about this season, guys.
He's on paper, but mentally.
Larissa Pruitt back to the circle. Berzon is rolling now. 7 straight retired for the LSU ace. And Shipman to short. Johnson thrown out by Pleasance. So Berzon rolling along. She's retired 8 straight. Game 4 for 14, couple of walks. Up and in, Kayla Beaver gets her swinging, and Beaver has struck out the leadoff hitter. Outside corner, she gets Carly Petty looking. Right on
it again.
Here's Sierra Daniel, lays down a bunt. It's fielded by the catcher Valentine, who airmails it. Daniel chugs into second base. And LSU has a runner at second. Their first base runner since Rudity's 2-out single in the first. Bunt tool. She'll swing away right back to Beaver, who snatches it and fires a low dart to first. A shutout through 3 for the glare. You can still get a little sunburn even when the sun's not fully out. Hevlin drives another one to the cap. Left center in the first inning, right center in the fourth, and she's safe at second. A double-double start. Does not have a sacrifice bunt on the year. Swings away, slow roller to short. Pleasance does not make the play at first, as Hevlin goes crawling into the bag at third. Was the contact legal? It appears it was.
4 different times this year with the ground ball to Taylor Pleasance. You can see she sticks out her glove to make contact with the runner, and so she's trying to get a runner interference here. But where she goes wrong, and the third base umpire signaled as safe that there was no interference, was that it looked like she initiated the contact with her glove by sticking it out there.
Surprised to see Pate take off. Bailey Dowling down to third. Fair ball. Manning goes to first. That is well done by a freshman making her 10th career appearance at a revolving back-to-back regular season champion. So 2-2 out of the timeout. And Broadfoot pokes one to third. Manning will come to the plate, and the tag is applied there by Bergeron as Hevlin is cut down.
Well executed.
Out of their 40 from the left side of the infield this year, mostly at third base. Another ground ball to third. Manning, flawless in the inning. 3 assists for her. And despite first and third, nobody out.
Attacking him, but I feel like what I've seen with Beaver.
That's in the air down the left field line. Tracked down by Jenna Johnson.
What I've seen with Beaver is just not really making many mistakes.
86. And she gets drilled up and in here. A hit by pitch, so Gutierrez is aboard with 1 out. And she'll take another. Hit by pitch. A walk, the first of each of those in the game, handed out by Beaver. Alabama back to being a regional host, maybe another postseason run after that. Allie Newland, ground ball to second base. The flip is there for 1 and only 1. Neatly turned by Hevlin and Cahalan for 6. And a fielder's for the sophomore Bergeron. First pitch swinging a soft ground ball. Hevlin goes to first, and Beaver escapes the jam. She's put up 4 zeros in her SEC tournament debut. Kuhnbug is, of course, a proud puppy daughter of Shelby Lowe, the terrific Auburn pitcher. Slap to short on a hop. Pleasance gets wide at first. Tough start. Cruised since. 10 of the 13 outs on the ground. This one's in the air to right. Driven well by Cahalan, but at the wall. Rudity is there with her back to the fence.
Outfield in the country.
Right back to Sydney. That's more her game. 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. Berzon's been brilliant since.
In that all game.
Well, thank you for the report and for the correction. Down to first. The power of the powder.
No.
Popped up by Petty. Right now, children all across America are saying, Mom, do you have any baby powder? Threw a 7-inning no-hitter in her Alabama debut. Struck out 14, walked 1 against Villanova. That's flared to the right side of the infield. The power of the baby powder. Caleb Bean. It would be hard to imagine them winning this game and not getting a regional host. Johnson down looking. It's the third time has moved up and up the lineup. On the ground to third, Manning back in the game with a perfect strike to first.
Body awareness about her that's special.
That ball blew toward the middle. It gets through. Abby Dukeshire with a 2-hit morning. But it's Berzon with a takedown here. 2 strikeouts for Sydney in the inning. She's still been flawless since the first.
We have
Briggs slaps one to the left side, and Briggs is cut down by Dowling. Had to be flawless. Again, the body of work is very strong for this all-SEC right fielder. And Rudity is hit. High and tight from Beaver, and that will bring the tying run to the plate with 4. And Gutierrez knocks one over the first baseman. Broadfoot's leap into right field. That moves Rudity to third. It's the first LSU hit since the first inning for a college career in the circle. A 3-2 for Taylor Pleasance, who takes it for ball 4. And they are struck out. Newland looking, got her to ground into a fielder's choice, and now she is saved by Giles, who again came into the game for defense a couple of innings ago. From Beaver, swing and a miss. You dream about a 3-2 walk. Bazaran takes one off the plate. LSU walks in the first run and makes this a 1-run game.
Bazaran got ahead 3-0 and then took 3 pitches in a row. 2 were strikes. This one was not, but it was so close. Beaver doesn't get the call, walks in the run, but got herself back into the count. But Bazaran trusts her eyes enough and sit corner with the drop instead of the curve.
She went inside and hit Lynch. A game-tying, bases-loaded plunk.
From Beaver in this inning. You even go back to Allie Newland swinging at a pitch that was coming at her, and there's 2 hit by pitches in this inning alone. Could have easily been 3 if Newland would have taken that one.
Townsend to go ahead run at third. 2-2. In the air for Petty. Right center field. Should be routine and is for White. It was Lynch in a pinch with a hit by pitch. Worked the game. And was finally rewarded for it by her offense in the bottom of that last inning.
On entering this tournament.
Marley Giles getting to bat for the first time in a few weeks. Pops out to Gutierrez in foul territory. Gave up 2 in the 6th. White to short. Pleasance is there. It'll be Sierra Daniel, the leadoff hitter. Sierra Briggs and Mackenzie Rudity, who has not had the leadoff runner on today until now. A walk for Daniel. The winning run is at first. Briggs pops up a bunt. It's caught by Dowling, crashing down from third. And LSU gives away the first out.
Well executed take by somebody like Sierra Briggs, who's so good with her short game.
And a pop up from Rudity. Short center field, and Cahalan goes out from shortstop for the second out. Back-to-back pitches after a first pitch ball. And now Gutierrez into right field, a base hit. Daniel dashes for third, and the winning run is 1 base away for LSU. Just a base hit would do the trick here. Strike 3. The fearless freshman Jocelyn Brisky will send the meeting for the 13th time, all time of the tournament, and Cahalan starts the 8th inning with a base hit. Leadoff runner aboard for the first time since the 4th for Bama. Pruitt, we anticipate a bunch. She lays it down to third. Daniel, who came into the game at third last inning, throws her out. And the go-ahead run, Cahalan, dances over to second.
Winning games this season, their record being 1-3.
Johnson muscles one to the right side. The second baseman, Petty, puts her away. And now
Has too. That's loud and proud, by the way, down the left field line.
So ball 4. Berzon and LSU on a no part of Hevlin. It's the second walk of the game. Who miss?
I would try to bury a pitch down, see if she chases it.
A ground ball back to Berzon. 2 innings in the first, or 2 runs in the first, nothing since. Tigers can walk it off in the bottom of the 2-2. Popped up by Newland. Cahalan in fair territory for the first out. Bergeron softly to third. Dowling got her. Good stretch by Broadfoot, 2 on the back end. Kelly Lynch does not have a home run since March 19th last year. And she still doesn't. Jocelyn Brisky slicing and dicing through the LSU lineup in relief. Yeah, the standard is indisputable video evidence. So a ground ball to third, and Dowling is out. Single over the weekend against Auburn on this field, and takes one a little bit high. Pinch hit walk, and a go-ahead run on and Giles on 2-2. Off the end of her bat on the infield. Petty puts her away.
We're seeing Berzon just mix so much.
Johnson pinch hitting for White. First pitch swinging, slow ground ball. It gets through to Pleasant, who gets the out at first. There was a throw to third just in case. And there was an out. Inside corner to Petty, strike 3. Brisky's punched out 3 out of 6.
Taking that pitch, looking.
A bunt laid down by Daniel Giles in time to first.
This is a
tapper back to Brisky. She has been as good as can be. And slaps one to the left side. A base hit for Kenley Cahalan, who's on base for the third. Lays it down again, but so nice she did it twice.
That's a great job by Larissa Pruitt.
Bro, would you?
I mean, the way that she looked on the one before last, I'd go back to it, try to throw in the same spot. Just a drop.
Pleasance from short looks to runner Cahalan back, fires a dart to first, and Berzon is through 9. Something to think about for Callie now. And there's ball 4, not much to think about. So she has walked for a second time. She has
And float in there.
Dukeshire in the 8th inning, grounded out to Berzon to end the inning. She grounds out to Berzon in the 10th. Recruiting service. Had 1,009 strikeouts in high school. Another strikeout here. Up and away to get Rudity, make it 4 in.
Other than that, Alabama cheering crew down the line still is just so into it, standing up. Cheeks are red.
Gutierrez with a ground ball slapped to second, and Hevlin throws her out. She grounds one to first here. That's a fair ball. Knocked down at the bag by Broadfoot, who is fleet of foot. But Pleasance beats her to the base and is ruled safe.
I mean, great effort. Broadfoot, I thought it looked like live. She got her foot there, but man, that's as close as it gets with Taylor Pleasance going head first, and that helped create or not create a collision. Wow. I thought her foot got there before the hand did, but.
Pleasance winning runs aboard. Allie Newland to the right side, and one pitch later, Brisky will get out of it. Cue the spinal tap. We're going
like that.
100%. Always the case.
Down to short, Pleasance.
This is the longest outing for an LSU pitcher ever at the SEC tournament. Broadfoot, big swing, left field. That ball caught by Newland, who just the outfield.
Pitch number 160.
Giles, outfield. A hit for Giles. This will split the gap. She'll get to second with a 2-out double. White left side. Here comes Newland. She made the catch. Amazing. All out alley.
A ball hit her way all game. She gets 2 in this 1 inning. Lays out at the right time. Gets her glove under this fly ball for the final out. Amazing play by Allie Newland. We have seen her do that. It's Beyer.
And then Bergeron bangs one up the middle off the glove of Brisky. And LSU puts on the leadoff runner. Kelly Lynch will bat. Lynch squares. Lynch pops up a bunt. It's the first out. That ball's a little bit of a flare. Cahalan has to go a long way, and she does. Sierra Daniel now. Daniel left side, a base hit. Walker will move to second. Daniel's first hit of the game puts the game-winning run in scoring position. 6 pitch from the freshman. Briggs with a little looper, right center field, and caught by White.
Kristen White saw what Allie Newland did on the other half inning and wants to get in on the action. Kristen White has not had a lot of balls her way.
Kenley Cahalan for a 6th time, and Cahalan pops it up to the right side. Petty in the sunshine, retires Cahalan. Trying to get her. Center field from Pruitt, and for the first time today, Sierra Briggs hoping to get a shot with a runner on base. In the 12th inning, another 3-2. Johnson takes ball 4, and Heflin will get an opportunity. Will LSU pitch to her? Well, sub 200 the first time through, 300 the third time through the order. There's ball 4.
You'd think seeing a pitcher 6 times.
Dukeshire, who's 2 for 5. And a swing and a ground ball to short. Pleasance backs up, bobbles, has to go to first, and gets the out there to end the inning. Jocelyn Brisky has not walked a batter. She's faced 20 in relief. Up the middle, caught on the fly. A tender snare by.
Just tell she is just locked in a lot of different ways.
Game, and she gets Gutierrez for a 2nd time. For the fences in these spots, but Pleasance can do it, and she takes one a little low. Her 3rd walk. Winning runs aboard, not removing her. Newland trying to get out of an 0 for 5 today. Newland ground ball, second base. A baker's dozen in game 1 of 4 here at the SEC tournament.
13 innings, pushing up against 200 pitches in this game.
Grounded to third, snared by Daniel, who's played now more than half the game there after.
Well, that doesn't even take into account her warm-up pitches.
Another one cued off the end of the bat. Pleasance gets Broadfoot. Another play well made by looking for its first run since the 1st inning. A ground ball right back to the circle. She can pitch, she can field, she can do it all. Macy Bergeron's been on base twice, drove in a run. Bergeron swings and misses. High heat from Brisky. Boy, are they happy that she picked them. 91 brilliant pitches in relief.
Lynch to third, picked by Dowling for out number 2. Even warmed up, and they're not going to warm up for another inning. We're going to the 14th. On 2-2, she goes down swinging, and Sydney Berzon sets a new SEC tournament. 9 batters in between strikeouts, 29 without a K. And the next pitch grounded to second. The very dangerous Cahalan is retired, 4-3. Kenley. Pruitt, flare to left. Newland's there. 14 innings for Sydney Berzon. Absolutely insane. Top of the Tigers card coming up. Camera's just going to keep following. Brace your fears. Base hit center field. Sierra Daniel leads off the home 14th for LSU with her second hit.
Sierra Daniel in the leadoff spot for the first time. Remember, we said that almost 4 hours ago, but Daniel put the freshman up there, and I feel like she's had a really good game. Struck out in her first at bat, but other than that, continued to find ways to put the ball in play, put pressure on the defense.
0-2, she still squares. She pulls back. She slaps one in the left field, a base hit. And now there is a real stew brewing for LSU with 2 on and nobody out. To Rudity. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And a big punch out for Brisky. Her 6th in relief.
Yeah, just not a
Aim to get through the pressure, get through the expectations, and go on a magical run in the postseason. Gutierrez up the middle. It's a base hit. Daniel to third. She'll be held there. A Beth Tarina stop sign as White fired a dart to the plate, and the winning run is at third.
Gutierrez just continues to do what she's done all season long. Get on base, hit the ball hard, find holes on the field. Sierra Daniel got to third quickly. She was probably thinking, all right, this is going to be it. I'm going to have my chance to score, but Coach Tarina holds her up, has her stages, and she's swung at 7 of them.
Brisky's 1-2. In the air, left center field. That is that. Taylor Pleasance and LSU win the Auburn Marathon. The longest game by innings in the history of the SEC tournament belongs to the LSU Tigers.
To win this game, and LSU started to put things together back to back to back. Sierra Daniel, the freshman, started off this inning, and it was Taylor Pleasance who finished it and scored her. Taylor Pleasance in the month of April and May, just 5 RBI. Make it 6 now to win this game and get LSU to continue on in the SEC tournament.
There were 432 pitches in this game. LSU did not lead for the first 431. They lead after the only one that counts. And Beth Tarina and the LSU Tigers have a date with #1 Tennessee tomorrow as Taylor Pleasance shakes off the struggles of a tough conference year.